Okay, good morning. Welcome. My name is Halia. I am going to be talking about how to book Tokyo Disneyland and Tokyo Disney Sea today. Um, this is honestly, I feel, one of the most requested recently. This and Disneyland Paris, I feel, are the two most requested recently. And this is a very popular Disney destination. Um, And I feel like a lot of agents skip over this because it can feel a little bit intimidating, right? There's so many key components. Really, all of the international theme parks, I feel like a lot of agents skip over because there's just so many different key components, right? And that's what this week's trainings are all about is how to book them. And I want you guys to leave here feeling confident, knowing that you have the ability to book these types of destinations, so specifically these two theme parks, okay? And you can learn a little bit more about them as well. Like I mentioned, my name is Halia. I have been with Archer and Evolution for almost 4 years now. And I have booked Tokyo Disney and DisneySea one time before. I absolutely love them. This is one of my dream parks to go to. So I was super excited to put this training together for you and share with you guys how you guys can do this. If you guys have any questions along the way, or if you guys need me to slow down, or whatever the case may be, just go ahead and type in the chat. I will be looking at it pretty frequently, okay? So let's talk about the basics, okay? Or I like to say mastery, okay? So Tokyo Disney and really all of the um international Disney theme parks are not like Walt Disney World or Disneyland. Okay, so they do not they're not owned by Disney destinations. They're owned by individual companies, typically by the country that they are in. Okay. So this changes how we book, how we earn, and how we serve clients. Okay. And the booking process and supplier options are going to be different. But once you understand how that works, it becomes way less scary. It becomes much easier. And once you understand how you can still earn commissions, it honestly is not that hard. Okay. You guys are already pretty familiar with how to book travel. So it's just knowing the key components of where to go to book the travel. All right. Now, why is Tokyo Disney different? So, what we're going to do is we're going to talk a little bit about the parks and what makes them unique. And then we're going to talk about how to actually put a trip together. Okay. I'm not going to show you guys like go into suppliers and show you guys specifically how to put a trip together, at least for most of the things. I'll show you for one specific part of the trip that is a little bit different. All right. So, first, like I mentioned, Tokyo Disney is not owned or operated by Disney Destinations. It's owned by a separate company called Oriental Land Company. Okay. That is why we can't just log into Disney travel agents and be able to book it like Disneyland, Disney World, Disney Cruise, Aulani, or anything like that. Okay. The official vacation packages and park tickets are handled directly by Tokyo Disney. Well, mostly, okay, directly by Tokyo Disney. Okay. So this is super important because we are not able to book those actual vacation packages and earn commissions on them. Okay. So these are going to include things like the Disneyland hotels specifically that they have out there. Okay. And any official packages that they have through booking through the Disneyland, like with the Disneyland hotel and with tickets, like how we can just go on and book the Disneyland hotel in California or one of the Disney World hotels, right? And package it with tickets and things like that. We're not able to do that with Tokyo Disney, but we do have some commissionable workarounds, okay? Now, Tokyo Disney Resort has two parks, Tokyo Disneyland. This is going to be more traditional. It feels more like Magic Kingdom and Disneyland specifically. And then we have Tokyo Disney Sea, which is completely unique and is often rated as one of the best theme parks in the world. One of the reasons why I want to go there so badly. Okay. It's located in, and I'm probably going to butcher this, so bear with me, Maihama, which is about 30 minutes from central Tokyo. Okay. And the two parks are connected by a Disney operated monorail called the Disney Resort Line. So if you wanted to go to both parks, you would just have to take the monorail in between the two. Okay. So it's similar to Disney World transportation. All right. My pro tip here is to spend some time if you get an inquiry from a client about Tokyo Disney, my pro tip here is to spend some time researching before your consultation with the client. Spend some time on the official website, right? The Tokyo Disneyland website. Spend some time going through TripAdvisor, spend some time going through ChatGPT, right? Talking to ChatGPT, learning about all of the different things. Spend some time on social media, right? A lot of times we are already promoting on social media, right? Especially TikTok or Instagram. Go on TikTok or Instagram and search up Tokyo Disney, DisneySea, and see the different things that pop up so that way you can better help your client, right? And you can just I would do a little bit of research before you go into your consultation so you have a few talking points, okay, to be able to share with your clients. But make sure you guys are learning about the theme parks themselves as well, okay? Now, how do we actually make money? Okay, this part specifically is where I feel a lot of agents get discouraged. They maybe get a little intimidated, maybe a little bit nervous, whatever the case may be, right? Because they think if I can't book the official vacation package, right, with the official Tokyo Disneyland supplier, then how am I supposed to even make money on this, right? And honestly, you guys can make money a few different ways, right? You guys can book flights and vacation packages, right? So you can package the flights and the hotels together, okay? You can do Japan tours and transfers. So let's say they're wanting to go to Tokyo, right, for a while, but they only want to spend 2 days at the parks. Well, that gives you however many more days to book different tours, activities, things like that, okay? Um, private transfers between everywhere they need to go. Like I said, the hotels plus the Disney area hotels, so like the Good Neighbor hotels, right? So surrounding hotels, not the actual Disneyland hotels, but the surrounding area hotels you could book. If you wanted to charge planning, research, and management fees, you can earn on those. And then we also have a few different ways to earn commissions on the actual theme park tickets, okay? And I'm going to show you guys where you can find that, okay? So when I mentioned I'm not going to show you guys the actual suppliers for like the hotels and the activities, things like that. I have full faith that you guys can go and put flights and hotels together, right? Full faith. I have found that you guys can really find different options on pretty much all of our suppliers, like normal, like Vax, like Expedia Tap, like Delta Vacations, Downtown Travel, a bunch of our different suppliers, right? You could even break them up and do flights on Centrav and hotel on anything, right? Buds Online, RoomRes, Expedia, wherever you want to go, Evo Plus, right? You can build the itinerary with the flights, the hotels, any other activities besides the Disney tickets. You can build that like any other trip. Okay. And then we're just going to add in the Disney tickets. And I'm going to show you guys what suppliers you can find that on. All right. Now, for the Disney tickets, we have currently two solid commissionable ways to book Tokyo Disney tickets that I could find. If you guys find another way, please feel free to share, okay? The first one is going to be Viator. This was my personal choice when I was booking a Tokyo Disneyland trip because they offered tickets to both parks, okay? So they offered Disneyland and DisneySea tickets, sometimes with transfers as well, and they pay 10% commission. All right. So on all of your tickets, and I'll show you guys how you can find those in just a second. And the next one was Expedia Tap. Okay. They offer just Tokyo Disneyland tickets with round trip shared transfers. Okay. So if you have a client that's just wanting to go to Disneyland, right? They don't really want to go to Disney Sea. I would probably go with Expedia Tap because they're getting those shared transfers and you're earning a little bit more commission at 11.5% commissions. Okay. But I did not see any Tokyo DisneySea tickets on Expedia. Okay. So that's what I would just kind of keep in mind with. So I'm going to show you guys where you can go to find those. I think Viator is pretty self-explanatory, but I'm still going to show you guys. Okay. So you're going to log into Viator. Once you log in, you're gonna search, right? Like how you normally would. And you're just gonna type in mine's already right here, right? Tokyo Disneyland. Okay. You can select dates if you want. If you're just wanting to like research just to find it, you don't have to select the dates. If you're actually doing the research for a trip, obviously select the dates, right? So let's say we want to go to Actually, we're just gonna do whatever. Those are our dates that we want to do, right? We're then just gonna hit search, and you guys will see it, they pop up. Okay, so Tokyo Disney Resort e-park tickets, or park e-tickets with optional Tokyo Metro Pass. So this is giving us an option to add on a train pass as well. Tokyo Disneyland and Tokyo Subway Pass. Tokyo Disneyland one-day ticket and private hotel transfer, private Tokyo Disneyland DisneySea tour with car transportation, Tokyo Disneyland one-day pass with private hotel pickup and drop off, right? There's a bunch of different options to choose from. The one that I liked was this one, right? Disneyland and Sea ticket and private morning ride from Tokyo Hotel in Tokyo. Okay. They also have guided photographer. They have a bunch of stuff in here. You guys can go through and figure out which one you want to do, which one works best for you. I personally liked, oh, it was this one too. Private Tokyo Disneyland Disney Sea Tour with car transportation. Okay, so when you click on it, like you guys know with Viator, it gives you all of the details for that as well. So it has the overview here, right? They'll pick you up from your Tokyo accommodation, so from any of your hotels, right? And then these are the times that they will pick you up. They'll drive you, okay? And they will be there with you through the park to help support with communication. Again, you're in a different country, speaking a different language. That can be very helpful, right? Help take any pictures, enjoy a smooth, stress-free Disney experience, okay? And then they'll take you back, all right? Now, they also have just the actual tickets, right? Just tickets with transfers. Okay, so you have a bunch of different options on here that I really love. Okay, and again, we're getting 10% commissions. So if you were to book this, you're going to earn about $27. Okay, now for Expedia tab, it's in a little bit of a different space rather than just directly onto the portal. So when you log into Expedia tab, you want to go directly to activities. And then you want to look up Tokyo Disneyland. And again, you can put the dates, whatever dates you're needing. And then you want to scroll down a little bit because it's not the first one to pop up, I've noticed. I believe it was like all the way at the bottom was where I saw it. Oh no, it's not popping up now. I might have to change the dates. Let's change the dates. Okay. Might have to do a little bit of looking. I know it was in here somewhere. Okay, it was in here when I was looking on Tuesday or on Monday and Sunday. Let's see. Okay, maybe it's not on there anymore. If you guys see it, please, 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 like unmute and let me know. It was on here when I was looking the other day. And it was even on here to be able to filter. Let's see. And oh, here we go. Okay. Perfect. I'm like, no, I was not crazy. Okay. So private Tokyo Disneyland Disney Sea tour with car and transportation. Okay, so cool. So it does have Disney Sea, it looks like. When I was looking, it looks like it's changing. When I was looking on Sunday and Monday, it was just Disneyland. But again, it tells you what it offers, right? It gives you the pickup drop off information, the different types of groups that you can do, all of that stuff. Okay, so it gives you the different options too, like VIP tour, groups of 6 to 9 people, no guide, so just having the driver on standby, so just getting dropped off, right? Standby, no guide, pickup drop off, right? So you guys have the different options here, okay? And then it gives you what's included, know before you book, activity, itinerary. Um, oh, this does not include admission tickets. That's good to know. So this looks like it's more just the transfers and the VIP tours, okay? So you would still have to get the Tokyo Disneyland ticket. That's good to know. And it is just Disneyland. It doesn't look like it's Disney Sea at all. Okay, so that is an option, but not a great option. Whereas Viator does include the admission tickets. Okay. And then you can see when you click on book, this is where you guys can see the commissions, right? 11.5%. And this is what you would be making. Okay. Okay. Do you guys have any questions with that? Oh, there's someone in the Facebook group. Sorry, Mario. I promise I'm not ignoring you. Yes, Viator does have them now. We just showed those a few minutes ago. Does anybody have any questions on the ticket parts? No, we're good? Alrighty. Now, transportation, okay? So I'm going to show you guys an example after this of like a kind of workflow. But before we do that, you guys need to understand how people actually move around in Tokyo, right? And a lot of this, you guys, I would also suggest for you guys to be doing your own research too, just so you are more familiar with everything, okay? Now, like I said, Tokyo Disneyland and DisneySea are connected by a paid monorail called the Disney Resort or through the Disney Resort line. Okay. It stops at Maihama Station, Tokyo Disneyland Station, Tokyo DisneySea Station, and Bayside Station. Okay, which serves the partner hotels, like the Good Neighbor hotels. Okay. It takes about 5 to 10-ish minutes to go between the parks and about 13 minutes for a full loop of all of the stations. All right. Now, unlike Disney World, this transportation is not free, so you should prep your clients for to plan to pay for about 300 yen per ride or use what is called an IC card, which is very heavily used out there for transportation. Okay. I'm not going to go too much into detail on what the IC card is or anything like that. I'm going to let you guys do your own research on an IC card because we're focusing mostly on like the Disney resorts, okay? But I want you guys to know that you clients will need one out there, all right? Now, how can they get to Tokyo Disney? Okay, so you can take the JR Kyo line from Tokyo Station to Maihama Station. It's about 15 minutes. And from there, you can hop on the monorail to reach the parks, okay, or any of the hotels around that area as well. If they're going just straight from the airport to the Tokyo Disney parks or to the hotels around the Tokyo Disney parks, right? I would recommend doing like some sort of private transportation, right? Whether it's a private car, but you could also do a bus or a train. But I would recommend private transfers for your clients because they're going to have all of their bags and all of those things. So I would personally do a private transportation. For families and first-time international travelers, usually they really like the airport bus option because it's super simple, it's stress-free. You just walk onto there. Okay, so that makes it a little bit more easier. But I would recommend private transfers for pretty much everybody, but these are different options that are more common based off of the, type of traveler. So first-time visitors, like I said, also typically much like the airport bus and transfers. Families like transfers. Budget travelers probably want to go with the train, right? Because they want to keep costs down, and luxury travelers are going to want private transfers. I want my clients to have a super seamless, comfortable, VIP feeling trip. So I always book private transfers, but that is up to you and your clients. All right. Now, an example of how to kind of put everything all together. Okay. You can book, like I said, the flights and hotels using Delta Vacations, Expedia Tap. Uh, what else? You could do flights with Centrav, hotel with room res, beds online. Really, pretty much a lot of our suppliers can offer all the way to Tokyo. Okay, so you can put that together however that looks like for you. You can do the tickets or the tours right on Viator, Expedia Tap, whichever works best for you and your clients. For Disneyland and DisneySea. Okay. You can also help them with transportation planning and app setup. There are different apps for the different transportations out there. You guys can guide them through how they can have a great time out there, and still understand all of it with different park strategies as well. This is where I was saying look into researching the theme parks themselves, right? How to make sure they have a great time at the theme parks, right? Do they want like fast passes or lightning lanes, right? What type of food is there? Where can they find the food, right? How can they use is there an app for the Disneyland theme parks, right? Those different types of things are things you guys can research on, like TikTok, ChatGPT, all of those things, TripAdvisor, to put that together to make sure your clients have that, they're feeling more confident when they get there, right? And then, of course, if you wanted to earn trip planning and management fees, that's another way, that's where you would add that in as well. Okay, do you guys have any questions on the workflow of things? Nope, we're good. All right. Now, what do we not book? Okay, I know we kind of talked about this a little bit. I just wanted to reiterate this. Okay. We do not book any official Tokyo Disney vacation packages for them. Okay, we cannot earn commission on those. Those are booked directly on the Tokyo Disney website. Okay, so with that, we don't handle any of the specific, like official Tokyo Disneyland hotels. Okay, there are a few out there. I didn't really want to bring them up and go into detail about them because we can't book them as agents and earn commissions. Okay, but instead of that being, a weakness or something we're not able to do, I want you guys to turn it into a strength by offering guidance, the strategies, the support, okay, for what we are able to do, which is what we've talked about, right? They also have those premier access tickets. We're not able to do those, but we do have the option to do a guide with them, right? To help them with communicating at the theme park, with translating, right? With all of taking pictures, all of those different things that we saw. Okay, so we do have the ability to book things like that as well. All right. Now, how can you position this with your clients when they're wanting to go to Tokyo Disney and maybe they're like, oh, well, I could just book it myself, right? Tokyo Disney is structured differently than the US parks. Some parts must be booked directly through the website, but we take care of the bigger picture, right? So we have those ability to book those tickets still. We may not be able to book those official packages or anything like that, but we can still build something beautiful for them, right? We would handle the flights, hotels, tickets through all of our partner suppliers. We can handle the transportation and put together a strategy so that way they don't have to stress, right? This can help make them feel guided instead of abandoned, like, well, I can't book that. Have a great time. I'll see you later. Okay. No, we're like, no, we can still, these are the different ways we can help you. You can even mention how we have the ability to get you guys a guided tour around Disneyland to help you communicate with the workers there, to help you understand the park, have a better experience, someone to be there to help, just help you enjoy the park the way that you want to, right? We have the ability to do that. You guys want to position yourself as concierge support, right? Help, guidance, and honestly, some sort of a little bit of an expert, right? Because you guys are going to understand more of the parks and how to work around everything than they are, okay? Clients still need to book with you, right? We're working on some mindset here, right? Because a lot of times when people think, well, I can't book the official vacation package, so I shouldn't even be booking this for clients because they don't need me, right? No, clients still need you, okay? Just because we can't technically book some of the things does not mean that they should do it on their own, okay? Japan travel in general can be complex. It can be intimidating. It is getting a little bit more popular right now, which is amazing, and I love that, but people don't really fully understand. Okay. And Tokyo Disney is not intuitive. It's not like the theme parks here in the States. Okay. You're going to help them being their translator, right? Their strategist, their safety net. Okay. And that is why you still matter. Okay. And if you're charging planning fees, your planning fee is valid. Okay. And that is why clients still need you. Like I said, you have the ability to get them those guided tours across Disneyland. Okay. Now, my key takeaways that I want you guys to walk away with from this training is that Tokyo Disney is not going to be off limits. You guys can book it and you can earn from it. It isn't something that should intimidate you or scare you or anything like that. I want you guys to walk away from this feeling confident. Okay, you can position yourself as a specialist as well. And if you're wanting to, this could be a very profitable niche if you wanted to lean into it instead of avoid it. Okay. Especially with how, oh, why did it do that? Especially with how popular um Tokyo Disney is getting. Okay. I don't know. Can you guys still see the slides? It like bugged out on me. But do you guys have any questions? Okay, we can. Any questions? No questions? We understood everything? Alrighty then. Let's Alrighty, no questions, you guys. We're good. If you do have questions, feel free to unmute. Feel free to type them in the chat. I want to make sure that I'm here answering them or anything like that. Okay, you guys? This also was recorded. Let me actually go ahead and